Hi friends, it's Kim Wilson here, and I am going to do some foiling right in front of you today. So the garage sale is over, but we still have lots of stuff in the garage if you want to stop by. But anyhow, I'm going to plug in my foiling machine here. It's got this little magnetic plug, and it'll take a little while to heat up, but I did just use it, so it should heat up a little faster than the usual 6 minutes. But I wanted to give you a lot of tips today for hot foiling because I've played with it a bit and I think I've learned a few things. It's all new to me, so we're all learning it together, but this is a brand new machine and I absolutely love it. So I'm putting together a card from the bottom up. It's usually how I build a card. So far what I've done is I cut my card base and I decided to use Pretty Peacock for my leaves because I just love that color for fall leaves or any season really. And so first I took my piece of basic white cardstock, or use white willow. Both of them are nice and smooth. You want a nice smooth cardstock for foiling. And I did my foiling for the large leaf. Let me see if I can grab it here. Here is the actual foiling die. You can see the foiling dies have kind of a matte finish, and they have a special finish on them, so they will release that foil when they're heated. And so I ran it through and did my foiling with the large leaf, and then I took the large leaf stamp and I stamped in the Pretty Peacock, and then I grabbed my color wheel because I want to add a butterfly here. So I grabbed my color wheel and I picked a complementary color to Pretty Peacock to make my butterflies. And so I chose these three colors because the decorative masks will color in three colors. So I used Pretty Pink, Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, and Poppy Parade, which are right next to each other and then right across from Pretty Peacock. So let me show you how the butterflies look once I foiled them, and then I took the decorative masks and did number 1, 2, and 3 with the three colors and the blending brushes. So there's my masks, and I used the blending brush, and I went from light to dark, starting with 1, 2, 1, 2, then 3. I guess this is 1, 2, and then 3 to get the colors. That way you only need one brush and you can just go from the light to the dark. And let's see, other tips. Oh, there's little notches in at the top here, so you can line it up. And I just took I worked on some grid paper, and I just took my brush and put a little ink where the notch was so I could find it. And then I took washi tape and I taped down my paper and my mask both, so I wouldn't be shifting around when I was working, and that worked out really well. So I think I did pretty well on those. And there are also dies to cut out the butterflies, so I'll cut out the butterflies and add one to my card, maybe a few. So we'll see how that looks when it all turns out. I'll probably do that after the video so you can see that later. And then I'm going to add a sentiment, and that's what I'm going to show you how to foil today. So I've got my sentiment die. This cuts out a whole bunch of sentiments all at once, which is wonderful. And oh, here's the butterfly die here if you want to see that too. So that's the foil. Those are both the foiling dies. And then you can see the difference between where's my butterflies? Okay, so these are the foiling dies, and then these are the cutting dies. And it also has little butterfly antennas too, so you can add them. Here's some tiny little butterflies, so you can, there's lots of different options and ways to use these. Let's see, what should we do next while we're waiting? Oh, some tips for storage. Okay, so if you have any of the old wood mount stamp cases, the foil rolls fit perfectly in there. Six fit perfectly. So there's another tip. Let's see, what else? Oh, save your extra pieces of foil because we are coming out with a plate for reverse foiling. So all these butterflies, I'm going to be able to reverse foil them. So, and even save your little scraps like this, because you can put a bunch of little scraps on top of a die and do multiple colors of foil, and that looks really cool too. So I just put all my extra pieces in this bin, and when I get my reverse foiling die, demonstrators can pre-order it August 4th. Customers will have to wait until, I don't remember, sometime. Anyways, or you could put these in another of the stamp cases too. Oh, I got a beep. Okay, next step is to put the die on and then press the power button again, the white button. And you want to follow the directions that come with the machine. Sometimes people in the videos are making their sandwiches a little early, and then they're having a lot of what they call overfoiling, where the foil gets a little too hot and it kind of molds down and melts into your paper too, so you got extra foil on the outside of your paper. But if that does happen, and that did happen, I think I got on this piece here, I had a tiny little bit of foil up here, and I tried my adhesive eraser, and that took it right off. Not that that matters, because I'll be cutting out all those butterflies. But if you had a project where you didn't want, you had a little foil that stuck to your paper, it comes off real easy with that adhesive eraser. So I've been learning lots of tips from the class. I actually haven't taken the class itself, but I am on the Facebook group where the foil class happens, and there's all sorts of tips and projects and ideas on that in that Facebook group, and that comes free when you buy the foiling machines, if you buy it before the end of the year. Okay, I got another beep and a green light. So we're going to make our sandwich, and I am being careful to follow my directions here. So shiny side down, I mean the foil side down, they're both shiny, but I want my gold side down, and then my cardstock. I'm going to use my dark Secret C there because I want some dark sentiments, and then my 2 plates. So first the hot foil shim, and it doesn't matter if you get foil on your shim because it doesn't affect future projects, and that's typical. Then you knock your plug off there, and now I'm going to run it through my machine, and I don't know if you can see it there, probably not, but you can hear it cranking, and I'm going to put it through really slow because that helps the foil transfer best when you run it through slowly. So not as fast as when we do the die cutting. Okay, then I'll put that back there, and it's not really hot on the, very hot on the bottom, so you can touch it, but we do have that rubber mat thing so that it doesn't damage your surface or anything. Then take off all your plates, and you can take your foil off with this fancy little machine, which is so fun. Press the button and then it comes off. So I'm going to move that to its mat, and then here's what happens with that. And it doesn't matter that it's crooked on my paper, because when I line up the dies, there are 2 little squares right there, and that helps you line up the cutting die. Let me grab that so you can see it. Okay, here's the cutting die. So those 2 little squares will line up right there, and that will cut out. Well, I should put the cutting surface down. There you go. That cuts out all those sentiments, so you have a bunch of sentiments to use on your projects. So much fun. All right, so I want to show you maybe one more tip here, and that is, oh, there we go. I had these tackle boxes for sentiments. So I moved all my sentiments to the one box, my stamped sentiments, and now I'm going to use this box for my foiled sentiments. So I've got my little guys here, and then my numbers that I've cut out there, and I haven't done any of the alphabets yet, but there's room for alphabets. And then we have some larger sentiments as well. Let me grab those. These are larger and really pretty. This one's on back order right now, but it will be in just in probably another week or so. They've ordered more of those. So just a reminder that if you want to use this hot foil machine, you will need the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So that's Stampin' Up's machine. It's actually made by Spellbinders, and they make this plate as well. So if you have the older Big Shot, it's not going to work because that platform is a little bit narrower, so this won't fit. This won't fit through, so it won't work, but it fits with all the newer machines. So I guess that is it. Let me just show you the pieces of my card if I can find them. There's the butterfly. I'm going to move this plate aside because it's still a little bit warm. Okay, there's my butterflies. Oh, I've got so much stuff. I can't even find the beginning of my card, but when I get it all put together, and here's my sentiments. So I've got the leaf, then the butterflies, and the sentiments, and I'll put it all together and make a really cool card and post it a little bit later. So hope you guys are having a good rest of your month, and it's going to be August soon. And oh, we have a special coming up in August. So launch day for August Stampin' Up! Products is August 4th, and a cardstock and Designer Series paper sale. So select cardstocks and papers will be on sale August 4th, and there'll be new product of the month, and it's a really pretty designer paper. I saw a sneak peek of it. So new kits. So yeah, so new stuff coming up soon. So stay tuned, and I might not be here on Friday because we got a event happening, but I hope you have a great week. Happy crafting.